mynews.studio.
There's now a whole line of sirens between Bali's sunny beaches and potential disaster. The question is, could this warning system really change the way we think about coastal safety?
Today's date is November 9th, 2025. Bali is one of the world's top tourist spots, but it also sits right on the Pacific Ring of Fire. That's an area with constant earthquakes and volcanic activity. So why is this especially important right now?
After the huge tsunami in 2004, it became clear just how vulnerable Bali and nearby areas were. Millions of people were at risk, and back then, the warning systems just didn't work fast enough. Since then, there's been a worldwide effort to improve disaster readiness. This year, though, Bali has taken a real step forward.
Right, so with this new tsunami early warning system, what's actually different now? Is it just more sirens along the beach, or is there something more advanced happening?
It's a combination. The project, called the Indonesia Disaster Resilience Initiatives Project, brings in real-time sensors for both earthquakes and ocean data. So, when a big offshore quake happens, the system processes that information instantly. The aim is to send out a clear alert within seconds.
But considering all the tourists and locals who speak different languages and might not even know the evacuation routes, how do they make sure everyone gets the message?
That's a central issue. Bali's using several layers. The sirens themselves, they're really loud and you can't miss them, are set up at key beaches like Seminyak and Pengembangan. Since sirens aren't tied to any language, anyone nearby knows it's time to evacuate. On top of that, there are public broadcasts in both Indonesian and English going out on radio and TV. Hotels have started briefing guests about evacuation steps when they check in. And there are universal symbols on signs all along the coast, so even newcomers know where to head.
So let's talk about time. How much warning does this system actually give people before a tsunami could hit?
Right now, the system gives about 13 or 14 minutes of evacuation time for southern Bali. It's not a huge window, but it's vital, especially since tsunami waves can travel as fast as 600 kilometers per hour and sometimes reach up to 10 meters high. Every minute is crucial.
13 minutes isn't much, especially if people panic. How do they make sure people act quickly and don't freeze up?
They run regular drills. In both at-risk villages and tourist areas, authorities organize evacuation practices that include both locals and visitors. There are even educational campaigns, like these Tsunami Amazing Race events, which make learning about preparedness more interactive. The whole idea is to make the response almost automatic.
But what if something goes wrong? Say there's a power outage or communications fail. Does the system still work?
The system has backups. Sirens can be triggered remotely, but also by hand if needed. There's backup power from solar panels, and local announcement systems can still run even if the main grid goes down. It's all set up to make sure the warning gets through, even in tough situations.
Is Bali's approach having an impact elsewhere? Are other regions starting to copy this model?
Definitely. The way Bali combines technology, community training, and international cooperation is already being used as a model for other coastal places. As climate and seismic risks grow, a lot of regions are watching how Bali manages to build safety measures while still running a busy tourism economy.
Why should people outside Bali care about this? Is it only about keeping tourists safe?
It's much broader. As more coastlines face similar risks, Bali shows why investing in early warning systems matters. It's about saving lives, protecting local economies, and making sure that vulnerable groups aren't left out when disaster happens.
So to sum up, Bali's new system isn't just about sirens. It's become a kind of template for disaster readiness worldwide. If you live near the coast or even just visit, have you thought about what you'd do in an emergency?
That's really what Bali is asking all of us right now. Thanks for joining us. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it out for free.